Hello and welcome back, everybody. All the Mods 10 beta. We have today a new version. Why don't we dive into it here? I wanted to go over some of the changes. Some of them are pretty big. Some of them are indeed quite the change to the pack. But we got version 0.1.0. The patch notes are also in the description on YouTube. If you're new here, we record our episodes live, and we simulcast to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Guys, biggest thing is they added ExtendedAE. Biggest thing to me, anyway. ExtendedAE, and this is, in fact, the new ExtendedAE, which we're going to be going over today because there is quite a complete rework of how the mod works. They added FastWorkbench. It's just performance stuff. Apothic attributes. So Apotheosis is getting more and more into the pack, which is awesome. This is when you'll start to get the armor with affixes and gems and stuff like that. They added just enough archaeology. This allows you to see what you can get from doing archaeology in different places. Blue flame burning, I've never heard of. We're going to look at that. Find me. Really useful mod. You press a hotkey and it highlights a nearby inventory that has the item. And a lot of people don't know this, but with that same mod, you can then set hotkeys to automatically pull the item from nearby inventories. Really good for early game. They added chipped, a lot of decorative blocks. Initial quest port. That means we'll start to have quests in the game. Then they unhid Xycraft materials, which is great. They fixed the Explorer's Compass, awesome. They reverted the aluminum restrictions, which is an interesting choice. And Neoforge version is now 21.0.65. 6.5. Guys, why don't we dive in game here and start playing some All the Mods 10 beta testing here on our public beta testing server. You can join, but do keep in note it is for testing. The world can definitely be reset at any time should the changes that come require a world reset, and all the information about it is in the description in the Discord. I just want to make sure you don't think you're going to have permanent progress if you join now. Once version 1 releases, which is kind of like the pack coming out, is when we will actually put up a server. Okay, so I've gone ahead and pinned some of the ExtendedAE changes. Why don't we go over these? So if we look at Add Extended, some of you may notice there's now a material called Entro Crystal, as well as Entro Seeds, Entro Dust, Entro Ingots, concurrent processors, and even a concurrent press. There is buds of this version, as well as entroized fluics. That is because all of the ExtendedAE machines now, for those who don't know, they were a little too powerful for early game. They were a little too powerful for what they could do. And sorry, I'm just marking myself as streaming here. They were a little too strong. So they've made some changes and they've added some new blocks. Some I'm really excited for. But now, like, let's say you wanted an extended pattern provider. You now have to use a crystal assembler. And part of that is a concurrent processor. And we'll dive more into what the concurrent processor is in just a minute. But the crystal assembler here can do quite a few things. We got Omux coming in on Twitch. Hey, how you doing? The crystal assembler is the new form of making any ExtendedAE component, but it can also do some other features. The extended machine frame is needed for all the various devices, and that comes from Entro infused ingots. That's what we need to go over here now. So there's now an in-world transformation of Entro Dust, Gold, and Lapis. However, the crystal assembler can now do all of the in-world transformations by giving it water and the materials, and you get the ingots out. So you no longer have to do in-world fluid transformations, but you have to progress a little bit. Because here's the deal with Entro dust. Entro dust, same as other materials, we get from putting it in an inscriber and it kind of crushes it down. The Entro crystals, you can do the submergent world, but the main way you're going to be getting it is Entro shards and Entro blocks. Now, here is where we're going to go into the guide for Entro. The budding Entroized Fluix is the source of Entro crystal. It's the only way to get it. You can get budding Entroized Fluix by injecting an Entro seed into a Fluix block. It's the exact same as Certus Quartz, how the buds work. However, budding Entroized Fluix will always drop 1 Entro dust, regardless of state, and Entro bud will drop Entro shard. Coming to the Entro seed. These seeds contain strong Entro energy. Right-click a Fluix blocks with the seed to make them budding, or use a crystal assembler. Here, let me pull it up here, guys. Here is the crafting recipe currently for Entro seed. Entro building blocks are annoying. They are not permanent. I made a little setup that auto places them when they run out. Yeah, you have to do, there's various different automation systems as well as a crystal fixer to use. But if we come back to the Entro seed, you need Ender Dust, Redstone, and Skystone just to get the Entro seed. So already you now need Ender Pearls to get into ExtendedAE, but that's not the only thing. If we go ahead and look at some of the other materials here, such as the concurrent processor, which comes from the printed concurrent circuit, you need a concurrent press. A concurrent press is made in a crystal assembler with Eyes of Ender. Eyes of Ender. So now you even need the Nether to get into Extended. But honestly, in modded, it's not that bad. In modded. And then we got some new blocks added to ExtendedAE that I wanted to go over. As I was saying, the crystal assembler, oops, wrong thing. The crystal assembler can actually do our in-world transformations inside of it. So we can do our Fluix, our Entro, the buds, and this is where now in the assembler you would make your extended drive. We'll go over the oversized interface in a second. Your canner. You can also make applied flux redstone crystals in it. And the extended IO port. But here's the big thing. You can also do the processors. That's the huge thing. Processors and in-world transformations. Why don't we go over some of the new blocks, though, such as the oversized interface. The oversized interface is the exact same as an extended interface. However, each, you know how you have the two rows of 9, right? Each slot can now hold X16 times configurable more items per slot. So it can hold up to 1,024 per slot. And the reason for this is a lot of machines that you automate in all the mods can pull faster than 64 a tick. And so the interface stocks up more, so there's less lag, less processing time. It's pulling all the items it needs at one time. Then we have the circuit slicer, guys. Let's read the guide on it. Can't tolerate the slow speed of an inscriber? There is now the circuit slicer. They can slice material block into processor prints directly, and they are 9 times faster than inscriber. So if we take a look at this, the circuit slicer, you got to have the calculation, silicon, logic engineering, and concurrent, as well as a stone cutter and an engineering processor. And what it can do is you just put in full blocks of materials. Full blocks of materials, and you get all of the printed circuits. All of the printed circuits. And then remember, we can now put these together. Instead of in an inscriber, we can put them together in the assembler to make our processors. They also went ahead and they've redone all of the artwork to match the new and improved AE2 textures. And for the most part, I believe that was most everything that has been added that we hadn't gone over in previous episodes. The oversized interface, all the Entro, the crystal assembler, and the circuit slicer. Then obviously there's all these really nice utilities and ports and system that the game has, but everything is going to be requiring Entro. Okay, that was quite a lot to talk about. Guys, we made good progress. We made good progress last episode. But more progress needs to be made, especially in the power department, especially in resource production. And a big thing right now is if we want to get into ExtendedAE, we need more Ender Pearls. More Ender Pearls. And because of that, we haven't gone to the end yet, but we know where the end portal is. We could go to the end, as well as we could set up a villager trade to get all of the Ender Pearls we could want. And then we need blaze powder. We need to go find a blaze spawner, because we've been collecting spawners, and that's kind of what I want to get going today. Is a bunch of spawners, and the way we're gonna kill them is with modular routers, I think is what I'm gonna use. We do have various mods in the pack that can be used to kill the mobs, but some of them are a little too laggy for my taste, and we don't have industrial foregoing. We have modern industrialization. So we don't have the mob grinders. Relatable Gaming coming in on Twitch, guys. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. But the first thing I wanted to do is, since we have to do so much exploration today, why don't we get set up an enchanting table? And the thing we needed is we needed one more obsidian, right? So let's go get that obsidian. And before we head off, I did want to say, you'll notice I have 7 flawless budding Certus cords. We got those from Slowburn, one of my lifetime supporters, really cool guy. We want to place these, at least place like 3 of them along with our others. So I'm going to put one there, one here, and one here. And Relatable is listening in from the gym. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. All the Mods 10 beta got an update today. That's what we're checking out. And we changed from testing in semi-creative mode to playing full survival. So that's how we're beta testing now. That's why we have to do a lot of grinding today to get everything we need. But I want an enchanting setup. So we need sugarcane growing. We need to explore a little bit, and we need to get some lava. Now, I went ahead and explored the nearby area, everybody. And if I change some modes here, I noticed there is quite a few temples, but there is, in fact, priestess temples. There is a regular old jungle temple along the line here. I was just generating the distant horizons in Spectator because I really wanted the horizons for when we were live. Like, look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? I heard modern industrialization is all the Mods 10 on Neoforge. It is Relatable, and it is amazing. I'm loving Neoforge so far. Absolutely loving it. So we're playing 1.21 Neoforge. But we'll check out those temples in a bit. Let's go down here and we'll just find one lava source and get obsidian. That's the plan. Oh, you know what? I need to fix something really fast, guys. There we go. That should be good. You guys should still be able to hear me, and we should get less vape noise. But if we head down our tunnels here, this is the one that heads to the giant cavern that had lava. Oh, we got some skeletons in the way though. Maybe we go the other way. I am hoping we can get some apotheosis gear today as well. Oh, is this the only way? I swear there was another. Doesn't appear so. I think this is our best bet. Yeah, there isn't any like quests for modern industrialization yet relatable, but it's in the pack for anybody that wants to start it ahead of time. Okay, I don't think we'd gone this way, but there should be... Okay, here is the cavern. And over here is a lava source block. We're gonna snag this for obsidian. Van Kluzen says, do we have all the Mod 10 roadmap for when they release 1.0? Not that I'm aware of, Van Kluzen. Probably because of... That would require knowing when every other mod is going to update. And I don't think that is possible for them to know. Does that make sense? Like, they can't really give a roadmap if they don't know when things are going to be done. But I just realized, guys, we have vein mine. I'm going to mine some small tunnel. And I'm going to pour my water on top. Switch to shapeless. And just vein mine the obsidian. Vein mine the obsidian, and from here, we should have everything we need. Got it? Beautiful. Let's head back home. I don't know if we have enough power. In fact, actually, we're running out of power. Can I hurry and grab a little bit of coal to keep us going? And maybe we set up like a heat generator or something today for our power. Let's get an enchanting table. Oh, we need a book. We need a book. I don't know if we... Okay, and we need the paper. We don't have the sugar cane, but we do have tons of sawdust. Tons and tons of sawdust. That should work just fine. And I had enough for one book. We're gonna need leather. We are absolutely gonna need leather. I'm going to put the enchanting table down outside. And from here, we might just do base level enchants on our gear. I don't think we're going to try to get a bunch of bookshelves right now. I just wanted to be a little enchanted before we head out and explore. But I'm going to chop some trees. We're going to get some more charcoal cooking up in the furnaces. The reasoning for that is we can use the charcoal to power our entire AE system right now. Because unfortunately, we don't have any other form of power generation yet. We really rushed applied energistics. I'm going to replant some of these trees and we'll get going. Okay, let's cook all of this to charcoal that we can. We'll be able to self-feed it here in a second. In the meantime, we're going to enchant our gear with low-level enchants. So we'll start with the bow. Let's go power 1. The axe, I'm going to take unbreaking on it. Our sword, sharpness. Yep. And then all the armor, we want to go all the protection types. We got blast, projectile, regular protection, and let's get another regular protection, and then can't enchant the shield yet, obviously, but there we go. We're at least now a little enchanted. This should help us on our spawner journey. Now, I don't think we have, yeah, we would need capturing, but I don't know if capturing is in. Okay, we do have the capturing enchant, so that's going to be the only way we really can get mob eggs to change spawners. And in terms of spawners, right now we just have a skeleton spawner and a cave spider. We're going to change that though. We are definitely going to change that. A2 looks weird. Yeah, it was completely redone in 1.21. Relatable. All of like processors look different. Everything looks different. They've modernized the art. I have mixed feelings about different parts of it. It's hard to judge the whole thing at once. It's hard to decide yes that's good, yes or no that's bad. But guys, I'm going to put out some waypoints, and we're going to do a quick little bit of gathering for more inscribers. We need the sticky pistons. And then what we're going to do is go to the nether, get a blaze spawner, and then we're going to go to the end and kill Enderman. We'll see how much we get done today, but we're going to try to at least start farming Entro crystal today. That's the goal. Oh yeah, I guess if you really don't like the textures, just texture pack it, or resource pack, I guess is what it's called now. But guys, let's head over to this temple, steal the loot from it, then we'll go try and get a blaze spawner. I don't know how far away the nearest fortress is. I haven't explored our nether because of our horrible spawn, but I'm sure we'll find one. If anything, Explorer's Compass is in the pack. You do need netherite, enderium, and a recovery compass. Because of that, it's kind of late game, but this is similar to a structure compass. If we just look at compass, it replaces structure. So we have natures and explorers. So if you've got netherite and enderium and echo shards, you're good to go. But that really is kind of more late game. Oh, this wasn't the kind of desert temple I thought it was. That's fine. We'll still take a peek at the loot here. Got to be really careful because one of these has a pressure plate. Or isn't it behind the wall? Or is this one not rigged? Am I crazy? I swear there was an explosive rigged explosion here. Let me double check. No. Okay. Maybe just this one wasn't rigged. Well, let's check out the loot. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We kind of wasted our time coming here. I thought this was a normal jungle temple, but we did get an infinity bow, so that actually just made it worth it. Honestly. We got 2 dune, some diamond, iron, and a more saddle, gunpowder, emerald. Okay, here we go. Let's put all these away, and I think we had an anvil. Where did we put the anvil? Because didn't we need it for the silk touch that we were given? I swear. There it is. There it is. Okay. I'm going to put the infinity on the bow. And let's head into the nether after we grab some food. I'm going to get more charcoal being made. And give us a bit more power. And then we need food. I don't know why I'm typing food. We got bread. That's good enough. Maybe some... I was going to say some torches, but I think we're fine, honestly. I might do this, though. We have a few diamonds. I might make another diamond pick, enchant it, and then see if we get unbreaking to combine with the silk touch. Efficiency, efficiency. Ooh, efficiency and unbreaking. There we go. So this is going to be a nice little combination. Let's see, 9 and 6. Beautiful. All right, XP is spent. Armor is enchanted. Things are cooking. Let's grab some building blocks, some torches, and let's go get a blaze spawner. That is the goal. Because our end goal is Entro crystal, but I believe if we move quickly enough, fast enough, and smart enough, we'll get this all done. Okay, so here we are in our nether spawn. Now, did we have a fortress on the map? I am not seeing one, so I am going to use our while live and beta testing method here. We only do this while we are live and beta testing, and that is locating the structure. Okay, there is one 500 blocks away. We're going to, before we teleport, go into spectator, just so we don't die. We'll teleport on over here, and I'll just land, and we'll keep going. So, right off the bat, we got the blaze spawner. And we'll see if we can get a few more. Did you wipe or just move away? Oh man, Seer, you haven't watched in a minute then, have you? Oh! Oh! No! Where did that lava come from? Did anybody see that? But Seer... Guys, I don't think we have graves. I may have just lost everything. I got really distracted. I could have put myself into spectator, but I got distracted by chat. Nah, not seen all the mod 10 for a while. Yeah, so I've been waiting for one of you guys to hop on so I can pass you the team. Because I switched to, I wanted to start a survival playthrough because the testing I was doing beforehand, Seer, I was like going in and out of creative. And I wanted to do the progression of the mods they were added, and then when the next server wipe happens, we could then work as a team. Because I didn't really get to do any of the mods you guys progressed, and I wanted to beta test them myself. But guys, let's head back. We may have just lost everything. I don't know if there's graves. I haven't really died. Okay, there is graves. I really don't know where that lava came from. I'm really confused about that. Let's keep going here. So we did keep our items, which is nice. Let's explore this fortress a bit. Maybe kill some mobs. And I've got to remember we have infinity on our bow. We don't have unbreaking, but infinity is good enough. It looks like somebody put that there. Yeah, but they would have had to put it on me. So can developers get into the game? No. It would have taken a server command. If it happens again, I'll know something's up. Maybe there was a mob that throws lava. I don't know. But guys, let's grab some more blaze spawners. If we had bee cages, we could grab the magma bees, but I do not have them at this time. But Seer, we went through all the changes to Extended at the start of the stream. It's pretty interesting, the progression system they've added and the new crystal type. And that's what we're working towards getting today, is the new crystal type. Oh, there's even... I wish I had bee cages right now, let me tell you. Oh, can you not rewind? Oh, you're watching on Twitch. I thought you were watching on YouTube for some reason. Oh, I want this bee. Crimson Shroom Bee. We'll get him later. I want to try to get some chest loot, and then we'll go set up these spawners. Now, I have a list, thanks to some Discord members, that shows the new materials for modifying the spawners, and I think that is what we're gonna do. Some of the materials might be a bit difficult to obtain, but one of the big changes to Apothic spawners is the addition of echo shards, making an echoing spawner, which causes all loot rolls of the spawner to be doubled. So each mob rolls double the loot table, which is super powerful. But that does require echo shards, and we definitely don't have echo shards. We haven't been to the Deep Dark yet. But the custom recipes for it aren't in yet, so I'm sure the dev team is probably going to make it cost something expensive to do it. It would not surprise me. It's gonna cost an arm and a leg, I bet. Man, I didn't see a single loot chest. Okay, Seer logged in now. Now I can pass the team to him. I'm going to call that good. We got our blaze spawners. But I'm going to try passing the team now, because we tried to do it while people weren't online, and it wouldn't work. Perfect. So now I can leave party. And then I should be able to, as an admin, unclaim and reclaim. But I'm going to make a party first. Health modification is epic. 2 heart mobs. That's right. You can now lower the health of the mobs too, which is really useful. But guys, let's claim here. And I don't know why my minimap keeps disappearing. I've disabled the hotkey for it, so a little interesting. There we go. We got the blaze spawners, and let's pull up the list of spawner modifications because you can't see it in EMI yet. You have to manually install JEI to see the spawner modifications. So I believe it's over in my modded MC chat. Give me a second, folks. Have to scroll up just a little bit. I didn't prepare this part. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You pinned it? Oh, did you pin it under? Oh, you did. Yeah, okay, there we go. So here we are, everybody. Burning, which mobs spawn on fire, is now campfire. Echoing is the echo shard. Ignore conditions is conduit. Light is soul lantern still. These are default recipes. Ignore players is nether star. Initial health is pointed dripstone. Max delay, max nearby. Min delay, no AI. But as we keep going here, what we're looking for: required play range, prismarine, redstone control, silent spawn count. I believe we need ignore conditions for the blaze spawner to work in the overworld. Is that right? If we want it to work in the overworld, do we need a conduit? We'll have to test. We'll have to find out. We'll give it a test. I'm just going to put down a blaze spawner and see what happens. During the day and during the night. Just to be safe, let's throw a comparator on there if we have the resources. We need 3 redstone torches. I don't think we have the stone. Oh, we do. Beautiful. Okay, so here's our first. Okay, it is working. It is working. We do not need the conduit. So we can make our blaze farm. We can make the blaze farm, and from there we'll get more blaze rods. But let's just try to get 1 Entro crystal today. We're gonna need ender pearls because we need to make the press. If we look back at ExtendedAE, to make the concurrent press, we need 3 eyes of ender. Now I only have 1 ender pearl right now, but through the shenanigans on the server, people have already made waystones pretty much everywhere. If I go to the rat base and then come to the share stone, oh, I need to do that. We can go to the end portal and into the end. Okay, thanks for making me an ally, Seer. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Well, let's come up here. And I was going to just kill some Endermen, but I don't know if you guys noticed, when we... there's an Enderman farm built, it appears. So I'm going to actually head back down, or back home, and we'll waystone back to Ratkeen base, and we'll see if they've got a nice little Enderman farm for us to use. Where did my... oh, I don't know why. I thought the waystone was along the roof, but apparently it wasn't. All right, so yeah, definitely an Enderman farm here. It's using a turtle. I'm going to turn up my brightness. No, it's already maxed. Is this brightness maxed? It's not. There we go. So let's read this. Type attack by Spello High. Don't take from inventory or it will break. Hold Control T to stop it. By Slayer BW. Yeah, this is a cool system. I'll just kill manually though. We don't need the auto farm. But I could use some XP. Yeah, so how's everyone's day going? As we get some XP and ender pearls here. I'm interested to know if people are excited for what all the mods 10 is bringing to the server. Everything. Oh, and then okay, we could just grab pearls here. But I'm gonna get a little bit of XP while we chat. I personally think all the mods 10 is already shaping up that obviously it's going to be like a year until this point, but could possibly be one of the best all the mods packs ever. Because of the change to Neoforge, a lot of mods are finally updating. And so not only are we getting a new version of Minecraft, we're getting new versions of almost every mod, new additions. And the All the Mods team is really good at making the quests and guiding you through the pack. I think it's going to be a phenomenal pack. I really do. New AE2 stuff is the draw for me. It's neat. Kind of just waiting for it to be a more complete pack as things update. Oh yeah. That's why I'm not taking the playthrough too seriously right now, because we're just beta testing. We're looking for bugs. And then once at least version 1 is released, we'll start the official server and official playthrough. But I don't know who's all been here in previous discussions, but the All the Mods 9 to the Sky is an end of an era. It is the last time I will be hosting public servers. Everything henceforth will be whitelisted supporter. And it's purely because I just don't have the time, the energy, and the resources and the money to manage so many public servers and the amount of players. Should we in the future be in a better position that we could manage public servers again, we'll do it. But All the Mods 9 to the Sky is the last time we're doing public. Everything else is going to be supporter and moderators. Would love to see an expert All the Mods 10 pack at some point with all the old school mods coming back. Well, with modern industrialization, they're going to add a similar thing to a Greg Star. Seriously, I'll figure it out sometime. Yeah, it's the exact same as Greg Tech, but easier. One type of tool, less steps of a process chain for a resource. That's really all there is to it. But that's enough XP. Let's go ahead and head back home. And we should now be able to get 3 Eyes of Ender. With our 3 Eye of Ender, we now need to make, or I need to turn some of the ender pearls to dust. And this is going to suck up a lot of power. We need to put charcoal in our vibration chambers. And the reason we need ender dust is because we're trying to make Entro seed. Entro seed. 3 dust, 2 redstone, 2 glowstone, 1 skystone, and sand. We don't have skystone dust. We need to crush some skystone. Oh, skystone. There we go. Why don't we get some of this crushing? And we're going for an Entro seed. Entro seed. Let me favorite that. But we should, if I go grab some sand, we should have all the resources now. Let's come out here. We have sand right outside the base. Relatable says, really excited to see what the Enigmatica team brings to the table. I think this could be the version that gets us the next Enigmatica 2 expert. I could see it. I was disappointed personally with the Twilight Forest expert pack. I didn't want to spend the whole time in the Twilight Forest, you know? But guys, we got our Entro seeds. Pulling these up in the guide, right-click a Fluix blocks, and it turns it into Entroized Blooding Fluix. We get a decent grade if we do it manually. Let's go ahead and grab 4 of these. And honestly, I think this is all we need. I'm going to put them out here. Yeah, it wasn't my style either, Relatable. It was kind of unfortunate. But there we go. Budding fully entroized Fluix. This is how we're going to get our crystals. And we can make growth accelerators to speed this up. We just need a few resources. Oh, I'm low. I'm out of Certus dust. I'm out of Certus dust, but we got 1 at least. We put that there. Now, budding fully entroized, I should be able to mine it. I lied. Don't ever do that. It is not like Certus crystal. I thought it would just have a chance to not give the material, but I was wrong. That's an oof. Guys, we do need another diamond pick. Since our main pick is Silk Touch. Let's go ahead and we need to power this, and I'm going to power it just by taking one of our vibration chambers. And if I grab, I should be able to make a cable here. Okay, we have some. Perfect. We'll put our cable down. It should be able to connect to the top, probably. Yeah, top it is. Put this down, put our vibration chamber, and we'll grab some charcoal. You have to use the crystal repair to keep them from turning to Certus. Yeah, so we went over the crystal fixer last time. What it does is it can repair the budding blocks, but they require charged Certus. I don't know what they require for Entro. Or, oh, we can see it is Ender Dust. That's it. Okay, that's not bad at all, but it does require our crystal assembler that we're trying to work towards, which does require Entro infused ingots. But we just need 4 dust here. Is this getting any charge? Do I need to add a cell here like we did the other one? Let's see what materials we're missing. We need the Certus dust from our farm. There we go. And we'll automate all these with annihilation planes soon. But for now, I need an energy cell, because the buffer storage isn't working too well. This energy cell will smooth out the power and hopefully start to bring this online. Yeah, there we go. So it's now online and running. As soon as it is fully grown, we can break for our Entro crystal. So just like that, nice and early game, quick crystals, which is great. And then we also need dust. So I'm going to mine the small pieces. Oh, those give shards, and shards give crystal. So to make the dust, I have to inscribe it. Okay, okay. Let's inscribe Entro crystal. I'll just wait for all these to be fully grown then before I mine them. Right here should be our third Entro dust, or fourth. And now we can do the in-world transformation for Entro infused, which is lapis and gold. So we need 4 lapis, 4 gold. 1.12.2 has all the good expert packs. Yeah, and everyone's been hoping that when Neoforge split happens, which happened this update, 1.21, it could possibly bring some of those expert developers to more modern Minecraft. And my hopes are high. Already some mods are re-emerging, which is really exciting. Survivor says, did they redo AE2? It was a graphical overhaul. Not too many systematic changes. Or system changes, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying there. But a lot of the add-ons... Uh-oh. We just got disconnected from the server. That's not good. Did the server just crash? I think it did, because we're still live. I'm gonna remote into my server and take a look here. Pretty sure the server crashed. Yep. Reading what the crash was. Was a ticking block entity. Let's see, who caused the problem? Sorry guys, we're just waiting for the server to boot. It's a really weird crash. It's kind of a little too hard to tell. But it was a ticking block entity. I wish it would tell me which one at this time, but I'm having a hard time finding exactly what it was. I'm going to look at the crash report instead of the log. It was an attribute key failure. Specifically, it was a fake player from... It was Direwolf. Something with Just Dire Things again. So who was doing Just Dire Things? Because then we might know. It was Security Craft mixed with Just Dire Things is what broke the server. What does ticking block entity means? It means a mod, something modded, like a machine refused to finish its ticks and that crashed the server. So I'm wondering if somebody put another Just Dire Things tool in an automation machine, which we've posted in the Discord. You cannot do that. Just Dire Things tools in any machine will crash the server, and then I have to actually externally edit the map to bring the server back online. No, so you didn't have to do Security Craft. It's a mod conflict with Security Craft. But if you put a Just Dire Things tool in any machine, it would have killed the server. So did you do that? I made a clicker, but it was for the Entro seeds. It does say it's Just Dire Things. It didn't specifically state the tools this time, so it could have been the clicker you placed. Out of curiosity, Chammy, why don't you just use a crystal fixer for the budding? But we'll see. The server's taking a long time to load. I may have to call the stream and externally go in to the area and delete the block. We'll find out. Okay, it's letting us load in, but I'm worried that the second Chammy joins, it may crash if it tries to click. You criminals, right? Fine workout today. Headed to the house now. Take it easy, dude. Hope you get the server up and running soon. Hey, thanks, Relatable. Drive safe. I saw people doing the clicker setup on the All the Mods Discord and haven't heard any issues with it. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Just Dire Things, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it crashes, sometimes it doesn't. No, Chammy, let's have you join. I'm at the stream time anyway. All I was gonna do was take my Entro infused ingots, and I need a machine frame. I'll start doing this while he's joining. We need our first extended machine frame, and the very first thing we're gonna make is a crystal assembler, which we need a skystone tank and a ME crafting terminal. Luckily, we still have resources from making the previous one, so this should take only a moment. Calculation processor. Do we have any calculation prepared? Perfect. So printed calculation, a little bit of silicon, and some redstone. Throw this in here, and now we should be able to make the crafting terminal. And there it is. We are officially in ExtendedAE. We have the crystal assembler. Excuse me. The big thing to do with that is we need the concurrent press, which is silicon Entro Eye of Ender. We got the 3 Eye of Ender. We've got some of the crystals. And we just need our silicon press. And I think one more crystal will do it. One more crystal. We'll throw that in there. See if it starts. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Hey, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in ExtendedAE, Inscriber Concurrent Press. You just press crystals and yeah, I think we're gonna call the stream, and I'm gonna go externally try to delete the clicker from It's Chammy's base so people can keep playing. That's right, Rangeline needs 2 sheep spawn eggs because we had to kill all the sheep. Tell you what, Rangeline, I'll try to take care of you after I get the server working again. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Fallen Pumpkin with all the mods 10. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. And guys, when I went live, I was at 899 subscribers. I just want to say a huge thank you. One more to 900. And if you enjoyed, consider leaving a like. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.